Hello and welcome. My name is Mallory Reese. I am an essential oil educator, a human design advocate, and a yoga practitioner. And I own the yoga online platform Spirit and Wellness Collective, where we include yoga, natural health practices, and human design so that you can really live in your body and live your own unique life. In today's class, we are talking about cellular health. It's a hard word to say. And this is building health from the inside out. I am a huge advocate of understanding how your body is designed to work so that we can work with it instead of against it. So we can rewire our thoughts, our minds. So you can join me if you're watching this on YouTube. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. I always have different education and classes, and you will have the opportunity. I'm going to talk about a few different products that I really love to help support your cellular health. You can choose to use those or not, but I'm always here for you. Okay, so building health from the inside out. I believe that paying attention to our cells is part of the foundation. So often we look at body systems, we look at symptoms over root causes. So this is really laying the foundation. And so every one of your body systems, every part of the body is driven by your cells. The cells are the foundation. So let's take a dive into the cells, have a general understanding of how the cells operate, and then what we can do, how we can use essential oils to help support the cells. Okay, so why should we care about our cells? Well, every tissue, organ, hormone, muscle, every thought, because the brain is filled with cells, starts with healthy cells. It's very important. So when our cells don't have what they need, they can't function optimally, like bar none. And the cells do need a lot and they need to be cleansed out and taken care of. So we can be chasing body systems, symptoms, all this, that, and the other, but we so often forget about the foundation of biology, quite frankly. This is our own, in this context, we're talking about our own cells that make up this beautiful body that you have. And but also all of living life, it's made of cells. Okay, so what does a healthy cell need? Every cell has certain resources that it needs to function, it needs to communicate, and it needs to thrive. So let's go over a base. If you look over on the left-hand side, I don't have my little pointer. I don't know how to make a pointer in my slideshow here, but you'll see the cell has a cell membrane, and this protects the cell and controls what enters and exits the cell. Now, a quick side note here. This is one of the reasons why I love essential oils, is because essential oils can very easily pass through the cell membrane for two reasons. One, the atomic mass unit of essential oils is very, very small, so it can easily pass through the cell membrane. And then also, because essential oils derive from plants, they are the lifeblood of plants. That means that the cell recognizes the oil. It's not some external synthetic thing that's trying to penetrate through the cell wall, but the cell oil is recognizable. We have grown and evolved with plants. We have an inherent connection with plants. Okay, so let's get back to the cell. Right below cell membrane is nucleus. So this contains the DNA and controls the cell activities. DNA is so important. It is the markers of, our genetics, what houses our genetics. But even more than that, so often we think that, oh, my family has a genetic predisposition for this, that, or the other thing. You may have a genetic predisposition to things, but that does not mean it has to be your destiny. Pre, uh, we have control over how we live our lives to see if we unlock those genetic predispositions or not. And when we choose to be more aware of the products that we use, how we take care of the body and have a deeper understanding of how the body is designed to operate, we're able to help keep the things locked, what we don't want to happen, and unlock and be able to thrive the good parts of the genetics and your DNA. So that's one of the ways that essential oils are able to help with all that. They can help to cleanse and heal all parts of the cells since they're able to pass through the cell membranes. Okay, moving on, the mitochondria. So this is the powerhouse that produces energy, which is ATP and from for the cell, and this is the fundamental energy of your life. And when it gets all clogged up and everything, it can start to damper and not operate as effectively. Again, the beauty of how essential oils can pass through the cell membrane and actually go in and help clear out and cleanse the mitochondria. All right, and then we have cytoplasm. This is the fluid that fills the cells and supports the organelles, all the little different pieces of the cell. We have the Golgi apparatus, which modifies, sorts, and packages proteins for use or transportation. Proteins are the foundational building blocks of life as well. So we need to take good care of this and make sure that those lines of communication are open. And then we have the endoplasmic reticulum, which supports protein synthesis and transports within the cell. So we want to make sure all of these are in good working order. So let's talk about what kind of helps drive all this. One, nutrients. We need vitamins. I think we all know that. Even more, I would even venture to say more important are minerals. Minerals is actually what helps to create the connection and communication within the cell itself and within cells and other areas of the body. So we always need good high mineral content in the body to be able to facilitate that. We also need amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of our proteins. And we need the phytonutrients that help to build and repair the cells. We need healthy fats, which support cell membranes, hormone production, and brain health. Now, I don't know where you fall. I think diet is really, really important. Being mindful of what types of fats you're consuming. Now, I am a yogi, so I don't consume a whole ton of animal fats. I am get mine from more vegetable fats, but it's also very important to be mindful of the type of vegetable fats. So we don't want to do canola oil and everything. Let's stick to our avocado oil, olive oil, all those other different coconut oil. If you are eating animal fats, I'm not knocking that. That is perfectly fine. They have a time and a place, and each person is different. And I think you should learn your body and what works best for that. But making sure that you are eating and consuming high quality animal fats whenever possible, whenever that's within your control. Water. I think we all know water is important for our life. Our body is mostly water. It is essential for transport, hydration, and waste removal. That's why it's important to hydrate. The essential oils can go into the cell and clear it all out, but then we need something to help flush all that back out, which is our water. So the essential oils and water can work so well together. Energy, mitochondria creates the energy, which is the ATP the cells need to function. And we need all of these vitamins and minerals, amino acids to help create and drive that. Protection, antioxidants. The cells need really, really good antioxidants to help pull whatever we don't need out. The phytonutrients defend against oxidative stress and damage. One of my favorite forms of antioxidant is Young Living's Ningxia Red. This is their superfood drink. It is high packed. If you're wanting to use an essential oil that has a high antioxidant count, we call it an ORC number. It's clove essential oil. Clove is an amazing antioxidant. So if you need more of that, we're going to be diving into a few Young Living oils here, but we can find clove in Young Living's. Young Living has an amazing starter kit, which has 12 oils that are great to start your journey. And The Thieves Essential Oil Blend does have clove in it. I highly recommend using this oil. What sets Young Living oils apart from other oils on the market is the care that is given for all the plants. Young Living owns their own farms and works with very, very deeply vetted partner farms. Their farming practice is regenerative, it is beyond organic, and and that gets transported into the oils. They distill almost everything on site. They do all of their own science behind everything, as well as send it out to third parties to check to make sure everything is fully top notch for our use. We call this seed to seal. Okay, let's cycle back. So, communication. Cells constantly communicate to coordinate and heal. So, we need to have those lines of communication open. Essential nutrients and the building blocks. So let's see, we kind of went through all of this. One thing that wasn't in that other slide was the trace elements. So these are our minerals, and we need minerals. They're small but mighty. They are actually what allows the cell to uptake the vitamins that we may be consuming. Amino acids, it's the building blocks of our proteins, our enzymes. We need enzymes in order to be able to break down and uptake the vitamins and minerals within the food and different products that we eat. Let's see. I'm trying to see what else on this slide we haven't already covered. So this slide's a little redundant, but that's okay. It's always good. You're always welcome to take screenshots of these if you would like. Okay. And then if you are a part of my Young Living team, or if you are a part of the Spirit and Wellness, I will upload all of these slides into the where I'll have this video housed in our online platform. So you'll be able to have access to that as well as some other different sheets that I have for you. Okay. Okay. Let's keep going. Energy production and the power within the cell. So, energy is the currency of life. Your cells need it to think, move, repair, detoxify, and heal. This is the ATP. It's the energy of the cell to fuel nearly every function that the body does. And then we have the mitochondria. This is the energy powerhouse of the cell. And for the cells, we need, oh, I can't move that. Okay. So we need nutrients plus oxygen to, hang on. To make all of this energy and why it matters. So, this energy powers your brain and the nervous system so that there can be communication with the whole body. It supports movement. We are able to move because of those neurotransmitters and the connections. It is the fuel for our physical strength as well, having those amino acids to help build the muscle, and fuel for the immune function and healing. Okay, protection, defending the cells. So our cells are constantly exposed to stressors. It's just part of life. And we don't want to remove all the stressors in life, but we want to have resilient cells so that we can handle the stressors that life builds. So, what we get protection from antioxidants, from phytochemicals, from healthy lifestyle choices. And these help to neutralize the free radicals that we come in contact with just by living life. It's okay, they're out there. So we want tools to be able to help deal with them and also reduce the oxidative stress and inflammation in the body. So, what are free radicals? These are unstable, excuse me, not unstoppable. Sometimes they can turn unstoppable, but unstable molecules that can damage the cell structure. So, you can see they're the little red, little neat looking things around the cell right there. So we want to help to mitigate those, or like when we come in contact those, have the cell so healthy that it's able to handle those free radicals and they don't wreak havoc on our bodies. And then we have antioxidants. So antioxidants help to neutralize the free radicals. That is what we need in the cell and protect from cell damage. Again, I'm going to put a plug. Ningxia Red is one of the best products that Young Living makes. I drink it every day and it's so good good for overall cellular health and help to fight those free radicals. Okay, so antioxidants help to defend against those free radicals. They help to support recovery, and it helps to promote longevity of the cells by protecting the DNA and the cellular function to support long-term health. Okay, communication. So this is how the cells talk to each other, because we are not one-celled beings. We are billions of cell, trillions, so many cells beings. So the cells are not alone. They constantly are sending and receiving messages to coordinate, adapt, and create harmony in the body. Clear communication means your body functions as a connected, intelligent system. So they talk through the cell membrane. The cell membrane has receptors that detect signals, so these are electrical signals, and allow the cell to respond appropriately. So how the cells communicate, they communicate through chemicals, hormones, our endocrine system, electrical impulses, cell to cell contact. If the cells are directly in contact with other cells, the cells around them, our electrical signals coordinate and for rapid response. And then we have feedback loops. Cells adjust based on feedback to maintain health and balance. That's why it's so important to have this cohesive communication and health in the body, because, more health will perpetuate health. When we get sick, it'll go the other way and perpetuate sickness. So you got to decide which way your loop is going and then take the actions that you're able to help it going in the positive way. Okay, resource allocation. So nutrient triage. This is actually a really new area of study in science. You can go and start looking it up. I know Young Living has been working with this a lot, which we'll talk about in the next slide. Okay, so the cells are really intelligent. When resources are limited, they will prioritize survival over everything else. So your body's just trying to survive. But the beauty of the time and the space that we live in right now is that you don't just have to get by surviving. Let's thrive. We are in a time and space where we have so many resources and so much available to us to where we can step out of survival mode and truly thrive. So this is nutrient triage. So what that means is, because the cells naturally will default to survival mode over thriving mode, nutrient triage is when your cells send what they have to offer for the most critical functions first, and then everything else will wait. So basically, one way to think of this is your savings and checking account. Your checking account is where we pay all of our bills through, and the savings account is your extra resources. The cells, if they don't, they will just draw from the checking account and start pulling from the savings account if they don't have the back store of what they need, and they'll just get through surviving. We want to go beyond surviving and really boost up that savings account. Again, we'll talk about that in the next thing, but let's talk more about nutrient triage and bring it back. I'm trying to stay focused here. Okay, so the priority order. So number one priority of the cells and of yourself and of life is survival. Keep the cell membrane strong and intact, because it's that membrane that is the first thing for survival. Second, energy. This is to maintain your ATP production so the cell can function. Third, repair and protection. Fix damage and defend against stress. Fourth, protein synthesis. Build essential proteins and enzymes. And then the fifth is growth and reproduction. Only when all of the four above have been met do the cells invest in growth and thriving. Okay, so we want to thrive and not just survive. And I don't like where, okay, I'm going to have to learn that I need more space on the site for my slides, because I can't read part of it. That's okay. Okay, so when the cells are more in survival mode, what will end up happening is that they will pull back from less critical functions like digestion, hormone balance, clear thinking, sleep. And these are when these things, when we start pulling back on these things, the body starts breaking down when we're just in survival mode. This is why the digestion will get so out of whack. Why everyone, I think this is one of the main reasons why everyone's hormones are all out of whack. I don't know. Maybe it's just my age and my social media algorithm, but I see so many people um trying to tackle hormone balance, but they're doing it just from the level of the hormones and not dropping into the cells and making sure that the cells first have the reserves that they need to help maintain proper hormone balance, because it really does start in the cells. Okay, so let's keep going. Metabolic pathways. So, how life flows through the cells. Resources are transformed through metabolic pathways, complex chemical reactions that power every cellular function. So think of these pathways as roads inside of your cells, helping convert nutrients into energy, repair, and detox, and more. So let's go through this. Let's talk about energy production. Nutrients are converted into ATP, the fuel that powers cellular activity. So, if we're wondering why we're exhausted and burnt down, it can be a whole host of reasons. But if the cells do not have the nutrients that they really need, we won't have energy at the cellular level, and then we can't help that energy for the rest of life. Detoxification, so important for the cells because we are bombarded by free radicals, and if we don't have the antioxidants to help combat those and then be able to detox and purge those from the cells and then actually physically purge those from the body, which is going to be another class about elimination pathways. um so we need our detoxification pathways open. Pathways neutralize and eliminate toxins, protect the cells of the body. This is one of the great ways that our oils can help support that. Repair and renewal. Cells use nutrients to repair DNA, rebuild tissues, and to maintain integrity of the cells. Hormone balance. Metabolic pathways help to synthesize and regulate hormones and neurotransmitters. We need that for communication. Our whole endocrine system relies on good communication. When communication is off, it really throws that feedback loop off. And then digestion and absorption. Nutrients are broken down and absorbed so that they can be used efficiently. This is one of the keys of enzymes. So many people talk about probiotics for our digestion. Enzymes are just as important. If you are a part of my Young Living team, you will see I have a whole video all about Young Living's different enzymes. They have 4 main enzymes depending on what you need. You can go check out that video. It is amazing. I also have a video here on YouTube in my spirit, in my Young Living Oily Love Team platform, that's all about Digestion 101 and different products and resources you can use to help support your digestion at a more gross level. Right now, we're really going down to the micro level of the cells. Okay, let's keep chugging. Okay, so first big product here is Master Cellular Nutrition. Now, I'm not just sitting here trying to get you to buy another supplement. I've been taking it actually for about a half a month. Yeah, like a half a month now. I really actually like it. I will always try things before I come on and say, hey, you need this. Um, but Young Living developed this product to get to the cells so that we can start boosting up the savings account in the cells first, fully filling up the checking account, and then boosting the savings account so we can get down at the cellular level. So your body runs on 2 main nutrient systems. Your labs, they run on the blood and the cells. And a lot of the time when we go to the doctor and get blood work done, this is it's blood work, right? When they're running kind of to see where your labs are at, they're looking at the blood. Well, the blood is always pulling from the cell's checking account. And remember, the cells are wired, they are going to focus on survival first. So they're going to give whatever they have to the blood so that those resources can be spread throughout the body and used as they need to keep the body going. But you need really special lab testing to actually look at the cells and see the checking account that's being housed in the cells and what the cells really have. And it's those labs that'll tell you really where you're at. Because again, your blood work can look normal, but you can feel fatigued, you can feel drained, you can feel like your body's not healing properly, your digestion's off, the hormone system is off. It's a whole host of different things. So, what master cellular nutrition does is it actually helps to fill the cells so that they can thrive, so that that savings account is full. So first we talked about nutrient triage in the other so nutrient triage, remember that's the cells will give whatever they have to the blood to be transported where it needs to go in the body to keep the body going. So, master cellular nutrition helps to focus on this. It's high potency, bioavailable vitamins and minerals that are over your daily vitamin dose to help you reach that savings account. We want to boost the savings account. And then healthy myothylation, I think that's how I say it. Sometimes words elude me in reading. But so these this is what helps to the DNA to communicate and for the cells to communicate with each other. And this we need B vitamins for. This is our uh, I can't say it, myothylated folate and B12. And this is actually, if you have the MRSA gene to where it's really hard for you to uptake B vitamins, and we really need our B vitamins for good um, communication, for DNA repair. This is a bioavailable form that will work for people that have the MRSA gene. Um, so you can, because a lot of people with that will take B vitamins and not feel anything, and it won't boost those supplies. So this is actually, Young Living did a lot of research to be able to make this work for everyone. Okay, cellular renewal. We have a Seni cell, which is a Sen cell complex targets sentient cells. So, what are sentient cells? These are what are also termed zombie cells. So, these are cells that are no longer separating and reproducing, and they're just kind of hanging out there. They haven't turned to cancer cells, so they're not there yet. They have the potential to. Cancer cells are basically cells that just will not die. And all cells have a life cycle. They are meant to live, thrive, separate, reproduce, and then eventually die. Zombie cells are the ones that are just kind of like in this limbo. And we want those to move on along, end their life so that new ones can come in. So this complex targets those cells and helps to support a healthy cellular environment and healthy cell aging so that the cell can go through its full aging process and leave the body when it is ready and not hang on. Okay, and then our daily nutrient foundation. So this is a comprehensive plant-based nutrition to support healthy energy, hormones, repair, resilience of the cells. So what's beautiful, I forgot to grab mine, but it comes in this little pack like you see on the slide here. It's it has 5 little vitamin capsules, if you will, and it supports everything that your cell needs. In 1 to 3 weeks, you'll see better sleep, energy, focus. In 1 to 3 months, remember, this is a lifestyle. We do this long term. You'll see recovery, mood, body shifts, and then 3 to 6 months, you can see a lowering of inflammatory markers. The biological age can lower as well because the cells are thriving, and long-term cell repair. Okay. So, supporting natural cells beyond just that. We want to nourish the cells with whole food, master cellular nutrition. That supplement is wonderful. We want to oxygenate the cells with movement, with breath work, yoga, which you find one of the reasons why I can't not talk about the 3 things I talk about. Natural health and yoga go so well together. It's a body movement. We're getting the breath going, the body going. It gets the lymphatic system going, the cardiovascular system going. Make sure to hydrate with water and electrolytes. Um, and recover. It can having making sure that you're truly resting, sleeping, have a stronger capacity for stress management and restoration. Okay, so let's talk about oils because these are my favorite. I love essential oils. I've been using them for over, oh my gosh, it's going to be coming up. It's like 27 years now, a long time. Wow. I started when I was 13, so you could do the math. Okay, so let's talk about oils. And this, I'm going to pull all the oils that I'm going to talk about from the starter kit right here. You get 12. There's going to be 5 main ones, but also if you want to, if you are part of my team or the Spirit and Wellness Collective, I'm going to have these resources. I know you can't read it right here, but it's Cellular Wellness and it goes through the different oils from the starter kit. If you need common nervous system support, or sleep and recovery, energy and focus, digestive wellness, physical recovery or comfort if the physical body is achy. These are different little mini oil protocols that you can do to help support at the cellular level to help support your overall life. But some of the oils what I love about essential oils is that they support cellular health by protecting the cells. Remember, they're powerful antioxidants. They can protect the cells. They can go in and energize the cells, help clear away so that the ATP and the mitochondria can do their thing. Communication, they help open up those communication pathways. They're really nourishing by, they don't, essential oils do not have vitamins or minerals inherently within them, but they're able to clear the pathway. The foundation of health is cleanse and nourish. The essential oils do the cleansing, the different supplements and herbs help to do the nourishing. So they're able to cleanse the pathways so nourishment can flow into the cells. They detox the cells and they help overall balance, not just cellular balance, but also mood balance, physical balance. They're just great for the whole gamut. Okay, so the 5 oils that I have primarily here, we have lavender. It helps to soothe stress and supports calm, and it helps the cells to rest. It helps the body and the mind to rest so that the cells can actually feel the resting and recuperate. We have peppermint, which is energizing, it's refreshing, it helps support healthy mitochondria and natural energy. We have a lemon for detoxifying and cleansing. It helps support the natural detox pathways and cellular cleansing. We have frankincense, which is a deeply, deeply cellular protecting and renewal. It helps powerful antioxidant support. I would go along with that. The thieves essential oil, I don't have this on the slide, but it's also in the kit. And then we have stress away. Again, it goes lovely with lavender for this calm, balance, promoting relaxation. So we need all of these. And not only do they work amazing, you smell amazing and you walk around the world smelling amazing and everyone tells you how amazing you smell. Okay, now how to use them. There's 3 main ways that we use essential oils. We use them topically, which is physically putting them on the body. You can do that straight. I call myself a lazy oiler. The majority of Young Living oils, these are very, very safe oils. Most oils on the market are cut with other things to help their bottom line. Young Living is health and wellness first and foremost. So I dilute very few of the oils, only the really spicy ones. Thieves, if it's like on a small child, I'll dilute, or very sensitive skin because it has cinnamon and clove in it. Any of the herbal type oils, cinnamon, clove, rosemary, oregano, basil, marjoram, those ones tend to be a little what I would call spicy. So you can dilute them. And how you dilute them is with some type of fatty oil. Essential oils are not fatty oils, but when I talk about fatty oils, I'm talking about like coconut, avocado, olive, all that good stuff. So you can dilute with that. Aromatic, having a diffuser in your home. I have my diffuser right here behind me. It's going on all the time. You're breathing in those oils. They're able to get into the respiratory system, help to heal the respiratory system, support the respiratory system and the cells of the respiratory system, and then diffuse throughout the rest of the body. You can also take these oils internally. Now, That's a hot topic. Young living oils, yes, 100% are safe to take internally because they are medical grade essential oils. They're not cut with anything. You can pop them right in your mouth. You can mix them with water. I love to put lemon in my water, especially first thing in the morning to help support the detox pathways. And you can take them in a capsule as well. I have much more information on breaking all these down, so you can always check all the resources in my online platforms or leave a comment down below, and I can help guide you where to find those. We can also use them for DIY rituals, recipes. I love DIYing. There'll be more of that to come. And then rituals. One of the main rituals that I use in my everyday life is using essential oils right before my yoga practice or meditation practice. It helps to ground me down. I know it's clearing out the cells. So, developing some type of ritual in your life by using the oils, just like you have the ritual of getting ready in the morning, brushing your teeth, brushing your hair, or whatever you do for your morning ritual, including essential oils in that. Okay, let's see. So I have different daily practices for vitality in my online platform. Let's do one together. Let's do calm and nervous system support. So for that one, I use stress away. So I have these rituals kind of already put together for you. And what I will do when I'm doing this type of essential oil ritual, I'll take the oil, put a drop or two in the hands. I always rub the hands together. And then I take 3 deep breaths. And this ritual only takes like 3 to 5 minutes. Doesn't have to be long and complicated. I kind of allow myself to ground. And then I bring the stress away to the back of my neck. And I love to combine this with a mantra. So the mantra for this is I let go and I choose peace. And I'll just kind of sit with that. The next one for this specific ritual is valor. And I love to, for this one, I'll bring valor to the wrists. I try to get different targeted areas to put the oil on so I'm not mixing too much and I can get the lovely aroma. Valor is just a soft, pleasant aroma. Take your 3 breaths, and then I'll hold my wrists together and I'll say the affirmation I am grounded, capable, and strong. And I'll usually repeat that a few times. And then lavender is the last one for this mini ritual. And I bring lavender onto the fingertips. Take my 3 deep breaths and then bring it onto the temples. And I will say, I release tension and I welcome peaceful rest. So, if you would like to get access to my whole cellular wellness 5 minute um, rituals, I will have a link down below. You can access that through the link, or if you are watching this in one of my platforms, you'll find that on the right hand side of your screen. There'll be little downloads that you can access right there. If you are not part of Young Living or the Spirit and Wellness Collective, I have links down below. You can also email me if you have further questions, Mallory@MalloryReese.com. I would be happy to go through those with you. Okay, healthy cells create a healthy life. The choices that you make support or deter from trillions of cells. Every thought you have, every breath, every meal, every drop, every moment, and every sleep. So, choosing where you want to pour your energy into. If you want to get started with Young Living, if this really resonated with you, this is what I do. I love to support people in their essential oil journey. These oils are the best. I have used almost every essential oil company on the market. Like I've said, I've been oiling for 27 years. And these ones, out of all of them, I have been using for the last 10 years, and they are the ones that have made the biggest mark on my life. You can get all the oils that are in the 5 minute oil protocols that I have in the oil starter kit. It also comes with the diffuser, so you can get all this goodness and you get support from me. You can also, if you love yoga and you want to have a more consistent yoga practice, join the Spirit and Wellness Collective. If you're already a Young Living member with someone else, you can still join the collective and get access to all of my natural health teachings and everything that I have to offer. So, those are the two main ways that you can come into my little universe and work with me.